Hello and welcome back. I'm Dr. Ruckus, and today in top 14 or so ranked Mythic Standard, we're going to be playing what is potentially the new best deck in Standard. It's very close. Yesterday, this deck had a 0.1% higher win rate than Jeskai Artifacts. Today, I woke up, had a 0.2% lower, so they're neck and neck. Both have very high sample sizes of like 50,000 games for Jeskai and 20,000 games for Gruul. So if you're looking for a deck to craft, this far into the new season or set or whatever, these both are going to be really strong decks and safe to craft, along with pretty much the mono white aggro deck and the mono red aggro deck are all looking very solid in the A tier. So this deck here is essentially the mono green landfall deck with a couple tweaks. Instead of running like 23 lands and 2 bushwhacks, which pushes up the other one closer to 25, this is just 26 straight land. It's got a single mountain in the mana base, which allows you to cast the World Soul's Rage, X red and green for a rare sorcery. It deals X damage to any target, including face or creature or planeswalker. Put up to X cards, land cards from your hand and or graveyard onto the battlefield tapped. So largely, we're looking to recycle some Fabled Passages or Evolving Wilds from the graveyard onto the battlefield. They do come in tapped, so you cannot then re-sack them that same turn, but then next turn you can untap and sack them again, so you're going to get a lot of landfall triggers off this card. We're not really expecting to kill a whole lot. Maybe early game we pick off like a 1/1 elf, but it's a fairly inefficient removal spell. It's largely just to recycle the lands and get those landfall triggers again. The other change is we're running 4 full Snakeskin Veils, and again, no fight spells at all. So there's no interaction. It's just combo. It's just combo off. That's it. That's the whole bit. We got the Icetill Explorer 2, which is new from the latest set. 4 mana, 2/4 Insect Scout. You can play an additional land on each of your turns. You may play lands from your graveyard, kind of similar to recycling lands off the Rage. Whenever a land you control enters, you mill a card, putting more lands into your graveyard, which you can then cast back. So just 2 of these on top. All right, let's do it. Let's hop into ranked top 14 Mythic Standard and see if we can't get some wins. I will continue a little bit of the Love Island saga. I'm obviously alive, so that's good. It's a good start. But we'll read some other comments as well today. Get back into the normal flow of things. TMD Twista says, I lose a game in the top 400 to someone top double digits and lose 75 ranks. You lose to someone 400 plus at 8th and you lose 2 ranks, lol. So I'm not an expert in how this is calculated, but effectively we have an MMR or some kind of ELO system. And so, yeah, I'll explain in a second. Let's see. You go first. That's fine. So there are a couple things that could be happening. One, your MMR or rating or whatever MTG Arena uses could be extremely closely clustered to the people around you. So if you lose a single game, there are so many people that are like within a point of you that if you lose 2 points, like you still might drop a bunch of ranks. Whereas I might not have the same situation. Right, like I might have a big gap between my MMR in like 8th place and the next person at 11th, I guess. And so even if I lose a game, it might be a long time before the 11th person can catch me. Yeah, so that's probably what's going on there. All right. Cool. So we can either Chocobo or Hydra here. It doesn't really matter, except that we don't want them to fight and kill the Hydra, because that's our main win con right now. We get to attack on the play, though. That's the other plus side, so we'll give them a go here. We'll see if they have the fight spell or not. And then we go land. We go Chocobo, then land. Double the triggers. Bristly Wheel first. Then land. Fight spell. No blocks. Now what? Nothing. Okay, World Soul Rage showing up. We probably just want a Chocobo here. There's Stick for Snakeskin Veil. Another Rage on top. Okay. Double the triggers. It's probably just attack all button. I don't think there's a need to be any more cute than that on the play. Yeah. So, the Love Island updates. Obviously, we're still alive. The date has not happened yet. It was originally scheduled to be dinner last night, but she was a little bit... She wasn't sure if she would have time or not. She was hanging out with friends, and she didn't want to stay up too late. So she asked if we could reschedule today. So we're doing lunch in like an hour or so. Basically, as soon as I finish this video, we'll go grab lunch. But I guess I have slightly adjusted thoughts on her. They're more positive now. I talked with my Spanish teacher, Alejandro, who's Mexican and born in Mexico and raised in Mexico, and entire life is in Mexico. So he's going to be a little bit more in tune with, you know, the people here and what people want and motivations for certain things and sense of danger and stuff like that. And his take on it, he's a romantic though. He's a heavy romantic. He thinks it's love at first sight. It's what he thinks it is. And I said, I don't really buy that. I think that's bullshit. But his heart was set on love at first sight, which I don't really think it is. But he also acknowledged that, yeah, probably race and skin color play a part in her you know, decision making or evaluation of what I might have to offer. Run the play. Cool, we'll keep this. If we go elf first, we could go right into Hydra, or we can start scaling the chocobos. I think I just want to go right into Hydra, right? It's the most explosive thing you can do here. I think elf first is almost always the best thing. Chocobo is nice. Also, we play around Star Cage. This could be more like Naya, whatever. Let's do this. And then if we get lucky with a land and go explore, we'll be pretty happy. Oh, it's actually interesting. A little bit underwhelming on our side. We got a whole lot of nothing here. No attacks. So those were his thoughts. Oof, nasty. Okay. Hydra down. We still have the Lockhart. White and green. No blocks for me. 16. All right, show me a land here. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna assume they're not running Smite, and I don't think we're blocking with Tifa, so might as well chip in. But we are bottlenecked on land here for sure. For sure. All right, Chocobo, land, double triggers. Guess we could have held back Tifa to threaten the double block, but as it stands, we're just eating it to the face. Down to 8. Yeah, we got nothing in this game. Okay, I mean, that's it. We can chill, we can block, but we got nothing. No lands. I think that'll about do it. I think we probably should have held back both of these guys to double block last turn. At least threaten it. They could have Snakeskin Veiled and blown it out, but I guess maybe you'd probably try there anyway. Okay, 16 power. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 toughness to block. And I don't think that deals with 32. So that is a lovely, very interactive game of Magic. Very good stuff. Okay, there you go. See, we deranked a little bit. It happens. Yeah, so that's the update from the from my Spanish teacher. He also had some comments that, like, I think probably some backdrop needs to be laid if we're going to continue this Love Island saga. That my understanding from what other people have said is the way people view the way that someone from Mexico might move to the United States for a better quality of life or more economic opportunity or the opportunity to make more money and send more money back home or whatever it is. That view from Mexico to US is how Argentinians view the move from Argentina to Mexico. Like, things are much worse in Argentina. So a lot of people move from Argentina to Mexico for a better life. And so he also thought that if you can do the double jump and move from Argentina to Mexico and then also start dating someone from the United States and or potentially secure a way to the United States, then you have a double jump. So he agreed that there could be some motivation from that standpoint as well. Opponents on the play. It's okay. Really want more land. Probably not going to mulligan it. We're on 26 land, so we'll probably get more land. We'll keep it. It'll be okay. Alright, I guess we'll go get the red source and open that up. But I messaged her a little bit, what, last night on Instagram? Or 2 days ago or something? And I did straight up ask her. And I was like, why did you stalk me back to my apartment? Because you don't know anything about me. And she wrote me a 4-paragraph essay. And I could read it now, but it'd be too drawn out. It was a full screen of iPhone text. And I got a big iPhone. I got an iPhone 16 Pro Max or whatever. And okay, we'll just play Tifa. Yeah, I guess still Tifa here. Where's the bill? Basically, she said she thought I looked very tranquil eating my yogurt in Froyo. And she basically got good vibes off me. She got good vibes. She thought I was very chill. She thought I was very calm. I was exuding good energy. She said she was nervous to come up to me in the grocery in the yogurt shop, so that's why she followed me home. That was her explanation. I don't know if it's real or not. Tifa or Bursley Bill. Playing Boros. I mean, we're not going to win next turn, right? So we could Bill and lean on a Hydra and try to scale up a Hydra, I guess, and hope we can block and have them chill for a little bit until we can find the wombo combo. I think we're doing this now because we want to get out of range of Lightning Strike, and we also want to land before our next turn, so we don't want to get in a position where we sack it and they Lightning Strike in response. And then what else have I learned? I've also learned she doesn't drink any alcohol, which is, I view as a plus. I think do we need the Bursley Bill here? I think we probably want it. But the blocks on the Nemesis get worse over time. I think we need this to hold back the rest of it for now. Land is good. Okay. We could actually take the block and then Snakeskin Veil. Nope, don't do that. Anything but that. Doesn't drink alcohol, has never used a dating app before. I largely view those as pretty positive things. I think she wakes up at like 4 or 5 a.m. a lot of days. She's on a running team. She seems very healthy. She could be a normal nice girl who's not going to murder me. I'm leaning more towards normal nice girl. I don't think it's love at first sight, but I don't know. We'll find out. I'm alive today. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna get lunch in like an hour, and maybe I'll put out a best of 3 later today, a best of 3 video. Don't count on it, but it could happen. Yeah, I think we're blocking. Oh, the attack all button. That's interesting. So we can save one person. So this is probably... I always forget what Boros Charm even does. What does Boros Charm even do? MTG, Boros Charm. Does it give double strike? Like, do we need to block the challenger? I feel like it can give double strike. Or target creature gains double strike. 4 damage target player, indestructible, or double strike. So double strike on the challenger. Plus 1 more pump spell is probably lethal. We probably need to block. We throw you under the bus. Double strike here is 6 damage. Do this, take 6 plus 2 more. Try to keep the Hydra around. I think this is what I want. Let's see how this plays out. Helix for 3, we can let that... I guess we actually do want to veil this. Okay. Ooh, that's it? Drop to 7? How good is Rage here? Rage gets back 2 things. So that's probably lethal, right? Not extremely close. I mean, it's gotta be lethal, basically. 2 damage here, I guess actually gives a little more damage. Because we can get through with the Bristly Bill. Take both these guys. Trigger order, Bill first. Counter, then double, then double. Very nice. So yeah, I don't know. She seems like a healthy individual. I don't know. We'll find out. We're getting lunch in like an hour. I will say, to add to the Love Island saga drama, there are other contenders on Love Island, which I have not mentioned to date because I wasn't planning on mentioning them, but then, you know, this wild Pokemon appeared and now it's on my YouTube channel. So there are other contenders on Love Island. There is this waitress who I think is very cute at this restaurant I go to a lot. So we're getting dinner tomorrow night. She leaves me little notes in the check, which she's sweet. She's a sweet girl. So she's definitely high up on the list. And then I do have like a random date with someone from Tinder. Her name was Renata though, which I think is cool because there's a magic card named Renata of the Hunt, which I like quite a bit. We're on the play. We have nothing to do. We have nothing to do till Chocobo time. If we draw anything here, we're pretty happy. And we're on the play, which is much better than being on the draw. It's not an explosive wombo combo kill though. It's slow against the meta though, isn't it? It's slow against the equivalent. Let's see what the meta is today. Like, I don't even know if there's enough data for Mythic. No, there's not. It's all artifacts and Mythic. Artifacts, life gain, landfall, mono red, control. I don't know if this is fast enough for today's meta. 26 land too. We're likely to draw more land. Man, I might mulligan this. Yeah, I think this is moving in a better direction. I'm also sorry that my camera has been blocking the screen the whole time. Okay, we'll keep this. I almost just want to put back the Veil here. Be very greedy with it. So yeah, Renata of the Hunt is this very cool magic card from around the time I started playing Magic. I think it's from Theros Beyond Death. I think we scale the Chocobos first. We don't have a good way to go crazy with Tifa yet. That's an interesting block. Okay. Unless they've raised the past. Renata the Hunt is 2 green and a green for a star/3. I think legendary creature enchantment demigod. I believe that is her stat line. And so her power scales with your devotion to green. So every green pip in your, I don't know, the mana symbols on your card, she scales up with that. And whenever another creature enters, I think it just comes in with a +1 counter. So she was a beast in sealed. I was just playing sealed at the time. So that's pretty much all I have to say about that. So those are the contenders on Lava Island. That's okay. Hydra, okay. Keep scaling up. There's one more contender on Love Island, but I think she's basically exited the island. She was really cool. We went on like 3 dates, and she's super cool. She works at the gym. She's like really hard working. She gets up at like 4 every day. She works out before work, full shift, then does like CrossFit or these aerial dance classes after work. She was really nice, really funny. We went on a couple dates, but I didn't get the sense she was that interested. I can't tell if she's not interested or she's just tired from like working out all the time. But how bad do we want back Tifa? It's not bad. Plus we kill the Confidant and we get rid of the lifelink issue. We don't have land anyway, right? So I think this is okay. Okay, cannot cast that. We'll push here. We got backup Tifa if they really want to trade. Down to 2, up to 3. Okay. Nice. The perfect time to draw Raise the Past. That was very nice. So those are the contenders on Love Island. I might make a little poll and you can vote on who you think should be the next. I think Liliana was the... Is Liliana or Vraska the bigger girlfriend to Jace? I want to say Liliana was the OG in the lore. She's at least the most recent with the completed stuff, right? I feel like Jace was in love with Liliana and like, maybe he was in love with Vraska. Oh shit, I don't remember. No, it was Vraska, wasn't it? I feel like he went to go save Vraska from the Phyrexians and then he got Phyrexian as well, completed as well. Well, whatever. I might leave a poll and you can vote if you want to continue to be a part of the Love Island series. We're on the draw. This is okay. It's okay. Chocobo. Voice of Victory. Orzhov. Potentially sack. Okay. Technically, we could attack and threaten the Snakeskin Veil, but I guess we'll just block instead. Let's see if they have the Sir Condam. Is that what that guy is? Sir Vondham, I think. Alright, so they do get the free attack here. I think we're fairly safe to block. They could have the -2/-2 removal spell, right? It's actually maybe worth checking real quick if we think that's a part of their list. Orzhov sack. Raise the Pass is the only sorcery. I think we're safe to take a block here. Hopefully this is fine. I think this is fine. I guess if we wanted to play it safe, we should have blocked the Victory instead. And then nothing would have left the battlefield until end step. Alright, down to 16. I meant to get red, though it doesn't seem to matter right here. I also think that scaling multiple creatures is probably better than just one. Especially given that we don't have trample yet. I guess Bill can block everything here anyway. Now, we won't Bill at least to a 3, so he can block the Voice of Victory and discourage that attack. I guess we will keep pushing. I mean, it's a little bit not so productive until we find trample. They do not go for the attack here, though. Okay, I'm not sure we need to make Bill any bigger than a 3/3. So I think it's just all Chocobo here. Okay, take 5 down to 17. Did I get... I got freaking red again. Luckily we can Fable Passage. That was a mistake, I did not mean to do that. Alright, so here they come. We'll take the block on the Victory. They get a lot of Surveils. But we're sorely missing Trample in this matchup. They sack the Victory. Get their Surveil. So they got land and Victory down there. Down to 12. We could kill the Blood Witch here and just assume they don't have Raise the Past. Because the Blood Witch is definitely putting in work. We're getting very low off of it. 4th land, so they're ready to Raise the Past, if they have it. But the Blood Witch is kind of murdering us as well. I guess we could wait one more turn here. No, it's just not that efficient. I think it's just X equals 2. I don't know if the spell fizzles if they destroy the target. I think no, but I actually don't know for sure. I think we want to kill the Blood Witch again. I don't know if it's gonna fizzle or not. This is good learning for you guys, if you want to play this card. 100% want to sack it. Okay. So we do get the trigger, that's great. I think it's attack all here. 4, drop us to 5. Sack the whole board for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Technically we'd be dead, but like, since we don't have trample, if they raise the pass, I think we just lose anyway, you know? So if they raise the pass, they can attack for 4, and then sack their whole board to the Zealot. And then with the Blood Witch out, that should kill us. I think, basically. We'll see. But I don't think we walk away with the win without trample if they have raised the pass too. Though if they had raised the pass, they would have blocked with the Zealot as well, right? Oh, that's interesting. Did not expect that. Opponent can swing for 6, drop us to 3. Can you find lethal? Did not expect Cathar Commando. I guess this is new tech for the artifacts matchup. Down to 3. A single blocker. Again, we have no trample. We have a crap ton of damage though, yeah? We have enough mana. Even if we play this out, we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think we should find lethal off the Bristly Bill. Because we can double the counters, right? 18. Okay, block there. Start sacking stuff. And then we'll pay 5 and double the counters on Bristly Bill. And hopefully that gets us there. Okay, I guess they see the writing on the wall. Nice. That was a little bit close. I did not expect the flash in Cathar Commando. I think that makes reasonable sense. If artifacts is like 20+% of your meta, I think that makes decent sense. Even if it doesn't combo well with anything else per se. It's just so devastating to lose a Star Cage that I could totally understand prioritizing that card in the deck. All right, we'll see if any non-Love Island comments. I'm rare, wildcard poor. Wants to make the Esper Mill deck. Patricia Bateman. Wait, I really like that comment. You go play. I'll go first. Sure. We'll try to remember to get red this time instead of talking too much. Oh, this is a nice comment, I think. PS 1650 says, Doc, I even told my girlfriend that one of my favorite content creators, who is usually very unpersonal, sadly, is finally opening up and is showing some more of his life and personality, which I absolutely enjoy. Makes you far more relatable and likable. Thanks. That's nice. That's good. Okay, I think I would like to prioritize Traveling Chocobo on 3. So let's just do this. We'll get the red source. Stillborn 42. Okay, we have a lot of comments about this still. Dude, these days in the no approach era, don't question when a woman finds you attractive. Just go with it and be aware. Nah, I don't think it's that simple. Because again, like, nobody was stalking me in the US or Switzerland, right? So it's definitely a location-driven thing. There's definitely something else to it. Okay, we hit the untapped land anyway. That's all right. I think we'll still Chocobo here. If we bill and do this, next turn go Let's see. If we're going to lose someone to Shelter by Ghosts, I guess we'd rather have it be Bristly Bill. Let's do it this way instead. We can save the double up triggers for next turn. Let's save the Traveler down. Okay, all for 4 to the face. Niels says, please don't try to make everyone happy. Authentic is much more interesting and honestly doesn't really work anyway. It doesn't really work to make everyone happy anyway. Yeah, it's not possible. At least I don't play Warhammer. That's what Henry Cavill plays. Alright, so it's not a Shelter yet. It is a decent Lord for them. I think it's Traveler and then Fetch Land. Get a whole bunch of counters on the big boy. Seam Rip? Okay. Alright. New card make it into Standard here. To the face. Down to 17. Another Rage. Alright. I guess it's this for now. No land on top. Think we keep pushing here. Run it back. Don't need the next bill on top either. And we should have a lot of triggers off the World Soul's Rage. Opponent to 8. Elf on top. Still waiting for the Shelter by Ghosts. Even the next Seam Rip is pretty good for them here. Very good. Takes our last threat. Paw Patch for 1. Leave 3 mana open. What are we doing for 3? 1 top? That's not great. Okay, what else we got? Hop to it. It's a lot of blockers. Again, no trample. We could try to make some decent blockers of our own. I guess with the Bristly Bill. No blocks here. Because again, without trample, we really can't do a whole lot. Card on top is not a... If we don't play the land on top, how good is that? We can't sack the stuff anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay. So we'll just do x equals 2 here is my point. And then if we can get a couple of these guys up in toughness to block the 3/3s, I think that'd be decent. Because I don't think we're attacking right now. X equals 2. It's just going face. Two, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. One more Lord, maybe go Chocobo here. They're forced to block, but I don't think that's what I want to do. Let's see, if they attack all here, they hit us for 9, which is interesting. No, they just go block, block. No, they just win on the crackback, right? If they go block, block, attack with just 3 of them get in. They get in for 9. No, it's the same situation either way. Well, they kept 1 on top, right? So this is potentially not very good for us. We also don't have quite have lethal. If these were Fabled Passages, we would actually have lethal here for just the X equals 6 to face. 4, 5, 6. So we have X equals 4 here if we don't attack with the elf. Alright, Shelter by Ghosts, probably the card that was on top. They take the Chocobo, they leave us with a 6/6 to block still. And let's see if they go for the attack button. What else is in hand, then? Or is this lethal? Oh, it's just lethal. Yeah. I mean, there's not a whole lot we can do about that, right? I mean, there's nothing we can do about that. Yeah, it's just lethal. Okay, too bad. Yeah, I'm missing some of our big trampoline cards there. I don't think there's anything different we could have done about that game. Motor Moose says, loving the channel and hoping for more best of 3 content. Maybe I'm old school, but I kind of hate how normalized best of 1 is. I think I'm going to try to put out a best of 3 video later today. I think post Stalker lunch, I think I want to come back and try to do one. I've been a little almost intimidated just because it actually takes more time than I thought to get used to the new cards in best of 1 standards. I'm actually like prepping more than I usually do. And so then to relearn best of 3 as well is like a little bit daunting, but I think it's fine to just jump in. One goes first. Looks pretty good. We'll keep this. Get a Chocobo down. All right, I'm just like 99% sure this isn't true, right? Have you tried this? PSA, Star Cage works fine with Ultima. Since Ultima ends the turn and exiles all effects, dies effects caused by it fail to resolve. Yes. Then it says that opponent doesn't get their creature backs when you Ultima your own Star Cage. I'm 99% sure this is false, right? I know I should know this, and maybe after this video, I will, if I remember, I'll go do it and check. But I don't think that's the case. Death Touch. Oh my gosh. Alternative art Finn the Fangbear? What are we doing here? This is like a hugely relevant point, and I have been 99% sure that they do get the creatures back, but because I saw it in the early access event, right? I'm like quite sure I saw it, but it's extremely important to figure that out. Do that double green open here. He's got a 1/3 Death Touch, so we'll chill one more turn at least. No attacks. Shockland for 4. Sleight of Hand, Shockland, Finn the Fangbearer. Could just be like a removal spell, just a random Death Touch creature to block. Fog Bank. 2 mana 0/2 Defender Flying to prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to and dealt by this creature. Okay, so we cannot ever kill this in combat damage, but we can just get through with Trample, right? Okay, so the question is, who's getting sacrificed to the Trample God? And the answer is, we're pretty happy to throw away Tifa, right? Which means maybe I should have played Fabled Passage instead. But we want to keep the Hydra around if we can. And we'll see if they block either of these guys. Alright, we do the trade thing. I think we'll push the damage we got. And yeah, we should have played Fabled Passage so we could redeploy the Lockhart after combat. I was thinking we didn't need the mana this turn, so I figured I'd get the tap lane out of the way. That was not the case. A 5 mana common with Trample. When this creature enters, you gain 3 life. World Soul for 3. We get back 2 lands here. That seems probably like lethal, right? Without really mathing too hard. Go get red. World Soul face. You can actually World Soul the Fog Bank if you really want to. It says combat damage, right? Prevent all combat damage. Okay. That's fine by me. X equals 3. Zap the bank. I don't know if this guy got to Mythic the first time, just like hossing it with commons and uncommons, or he got to Mythic and was like, let me just try some random jank. He's 800 Mythic. I think my best guess, he's never played Magic before, never had an account before. had a low MMR, so had an easy path to Mythic, and just made it with some random, like, maybe that was like one of the starter decks and he upgraded it a little bit. I have no idea. Good for you, though. Man, if I can remember to check Star Cage after this, I will do it. That needs to be put to rest, right? Like, that's insanely important. If you can actually Ultima and kill your Star Cage, they don't get stuff back. That's insane, but I don't think that's how it works, right? Same person, by the way, so the same never-ending student says, I really enjoyed the random slice of life commentary. No idea if it's something that would be so well appreciated if it were in every video. That's not saying it wouldn't be, but literally I just don't know. But it was novel and fun to hear that story while watching you play Magic. Thank you. I guess let me know what you guys want to see for best of 3 videos. Paul Irwin says, Doc, when's the best of 3 version of the Esper Mill deck going to hit YouTube? Yeah, let me know if you want to see the repeats of the best of 1s or you want to see different decks. Or just the best decks. I don't know what this next comment means. I think it's a drug reference. I'm not sure. Opponent goes first. Hand is good. I think it's always elf on 1. It's mono red. It's mono red menace. Actually, a little bit bigger problem for us. I think it's still elf on 1. And then we'd like to see if we can scale up a Bristly Bill in general, although the menace is actually kind of an issue. Turn 1, turn 2 burst lightning. There's still stick. They plot another ruckus. That's interesting. Okay, so if we bill here, we can't Chocobo next turn, or we could Chocobo now and try to get the Traveler down earlier. I think we'll do this now. We'll get our red source. Then we can potentially get the Traveler down next turn if we want, though it is unprotected with 2 toughness. Challenge is about to take us out here, though. So, yeah, I don't know how we're going to do against that. Like, we could play Bill and scale them both up. We're, like, almost dead here, though. He's got something else in hand as well. So Bill, scale them both up to like 4/4s. Try to double block. That might be the thing we need to do. Let's see if he tries to go for burst lightning in response. We can always sack Veiled Passage. Okay, now I think we want to do this right now, so there's no threat of lightning strike. And then we just hold on. And I guess Witchstalker Frenzy is the next issue to get through. Otherwise, hopefully we can double block this thing. Yeah, Witchstalker Frenzy would be the worst outcome. Plus 1 more spell to get the toughness on the Challenger up. Nemesis is annoying, but not the end of the world, I guess. Nemesis Menace is actually a pain in the ass. We're doing a double block, though. I mean, I guess it's this for now. We're down to 12. I don't know if we can race them or not. We're kind of close to being able to race them, honestly. We can actually play this bird off the top, right? I think we push here and try to World Rage and kill them next turn. We can also block with the 0/1. With Menace and the Chocobo now. I think we're hoping they attack all here, and we can actually go like land, double trigger, World Rage, double, quadruple trigger. Okay, that's not happening anymore. Still, I don't think the game's over just yet. 4 Menace to the face, down to 8. Claw blocker, okay. Down to 8. So we could kill the claw. And we get... We would just get 2 lands back. It's not lethal. Or we can Chocobo here. Get a bunch more triggers. Just maybe worth it. I think we save the Failed Passage. How much do we like this land on top here? No, I guess the Chocobo big enough to block well. I think we prefer this, actually. Okay, fair enough. So if they go land, burst, lightning, they win. Another Nemesis, 1 mana open. Attack for 7. There's basically no point in blocking, right? If we block here, we take 3 to the face. If they have burst lightning, they win no matter what. If they have shock, they win no matter what. So I think it's no blocks. You just assume they have nothing here. We have pretty quick combat too. Yeah, I mean, I think that's it. Either you have burst lightning or you don't. And you do have something. +2/+2 and trample. Yeah, okay. I don't think there's really much different to be done there. It's a tough situation. All right, I think we got one more game in us. That was too bad to lose that one, but it's okay. This is actually a smart comment. This is on the Esper mail video the other day. Mr. Frenzy says, at the 11 and 15 minute mark, Hadutsugo's second right can't kill you because you can ping yourself to 9 in response with starting town. Which probably not something I was thinking of at the time. I'm assuming that it was open at the time. But that is pretty cool to, yeah, I definitely was thinking about that. Also, like this comment, Philip SPC, it says, at the 14:06 minute mark, the comment from the previous video to shout out in the next video pipeline is what I live for. So here you go. You got another pipeline there. We're on the draw. We got Chocobo and Hydra. I guess it's okay. I'm glad you like that. Okay. Stick on 1. So it's not a torch. So it's probably like an opt. Could be a burst lightning. Dr. Skelmansky. Is this famous from like a TV show? I feel like his name's famous, but I can't remember where I should know it from. Fire Magic. All right. You got it. If you're missing out. Well, we hope they don't have too many of those. They've been a torch against us too, which is interesting. I mean, I don't really think we need to hold priority here. I think we all know what this deck is doing. Probably still get down the first Hydra. I guess we go Bristly Bill Scale and it would survive Torch, wouldn't it? Okay. I think this is fine. Shouldn't have Lightning Strike. Not worried about that. Flood Mob Bounce. Okay. Pretty good. VV coming down. We don't have enough mana to World Rage it, and we're likely never going to have that mana. So I kind of think we play the Hydra and sack and get up to a 4/4 and try to just win very quickly. I guess we could do nothing then and just go Forest Sack and save the second sack for later. Because we got to win right now, basically. Oh, this doubles up to 2. Okay, well, we'll try, I guess. They could have another fire magic. How much does that cost? Yeah, we'll burn this now. Maybe it plays around fire magic. We need to win like right now. The timer's up. And then if we go World Souled Rage for X equals 3, maybe kill the fear, more importantly get all the triggers back. But we gotta win right now. Alright, that's a good start from my standpoint. Let's hope they don't go untap blue Flood Maul. Be an extra VV. Torch the towers, too bad. We got one more shot at this. Take a lot of damage. Just about dead here. Pretty much dead. Okay, I mean, somebody's losing the next turn. Probably us, with 2 extra mana in the V. I guess it depends how infinite they can go. So they can put the VV on the Fear. So they have a lot of mana. And then they can Winter Night Stories. And have even more cards. So that's probably enough to win, I guess. Unless they whiff. They could Winter Night Stories into a bunch of land. They could hit no more draw fodder. They take our Chocobo instead of putting their VV onto the Fear missing out to have even more mana. That's kind of interesting, right? That means they think they can find... That's pretty weird, right? Okay. They have 4 more mana to go. We're down to 6. Ah, okay. Now next Cauldron comes down. Then they put VV on the Fear. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, okay. So now they have 8 extra mana. Let's see if they Winter Night. Yep. Without harmonizing, we're down to 5. What, been 2 lands? Okay, another land enters. Only 2 cards in hand. But we're dead off the blocks. There's no combination of blocks that gets there. Yeah, there's nothing we can do about this. So that is game. And then we have to take this last block, and then that's likely it. Yeah, I don't think we can get there from there. Okay, well that's too bad. Overall, a pretty mid day with this deck. It is certainly one of the best decks in Standard. You can certainly go 60%-ish win rate. I think 58. I think 58 is currently what it has, something like that. But yeah, 58 is still close to 50-50, so you'll absolutely lose and win some games. It's pretty gimmicky. I would say, I already told you that mono green landfall is... I really didn't find it to be that fun. And I pretty much feel the same way about this. It doesn't really feel that interesting to play. And sometimes you just combo off and hit him with a 64-64 trample, and sometimes you don't. But yeah, it's not honestly it's not even close to my favorite deck. This is like one of my least favorite decks to play. So if you want to craft it, I think you'll have a lot of success with it. But I guess I would try to figure out before you spend all your rares and mythics if you like this play style, because I do not find it engaging at all. That is just my personal preference. But yeah, if you want to win, it's very good. So that's it. That's it for today. I'm off to my lunch date in less than an hour, I guess. But yeah, everyone have a great day. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you, hopefully, assuredly, for sure, I will see you in the next one.